The views and opinions expressed on the following program do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Nash Community College, the Board of Trustees of Nash Community College, or the North Carolina Community College System.
We don't need no stinking podcast. Oh, no.
Well, you buy a hat like this, I'll bet you get a free bowl of soup, huh?
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
I'm gonna make him an offer again.
You play ball like a girl! Oh, yeah! Gonna play!
And Leon's getting larger. Nothing but pure and simple old-fashioned communism.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Well, thank you very much. Can I be in charge for a while?
Hey guys, welcome to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
I am Tyler.
Wow, you put the energy down.
Yeah, well, you took all the energy in the room. That's the problem.
No. I was trying to get you like excited. Be excited.
You sucking the energy, man.
Oh, sucking the energy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I just suck at the energy and suck at life.
Yeah.
But guys, in case you've never seen the show, this is a movie show where we talk about movie news, movie reviews, and everything in between.
And Isaac's self-deprecation.
Absolutely. And if you want to self-deprecate with me, you can comment along while you watch the show on facebook.com/Studio67NCC. We would absolutely love to hear what you say. You know,
Not all at one time, though. Not all at one time.
not at one time. Because, we can't get to all of them. We could try to. Well, who knows? It's probably only 4 comments because only 4 people watch this show.
7. Well, we lost 3 viewers already.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's gone down real bad. No. But let's go on to the movie news. First off is Ridley Scott, director of Alien, Gladiator, and most recent Alien Covenant film, is directing a World War II film. Yeah.
And Blade Runner.
And not directing Blade Runner. That's Denis Villeneuve.
No, he directed Blade Runner.
I know, I'm saying he's not directing the new one. Yeah, he directed Blade Runner too.
That's one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah, it is. It's one of the best effects films. But what do you think about Ridley Scott taking on the helm of a war film like this?
I have no opinion.
You have no opinion?
World War II movies aren't my favorite.
Really?
You've seen one, you've seen them all.
That's not necessarily true. Some of them
I know how they're all going to end, man.
Yeah, I
the Japanese, the Germans are going to lose. I know how they're all end.
Yeah, but I know. I think he can make something really, really interesting. Yeah. Ridley Scott is really good at what's tension. Tension is Ridley Scott's thing. Alien is a very, very tense film. If you watch, say what you will about Prometheus, some scenes are a little bit tense, but also something else he does well with things with his most recent films like The Martian, Prometheus.
I don't like The Martian.
It's regardless of the quality.
I don't like astronaut movies. I don't watch them. I can't stand it. Like if they're going out in space, there's no aliens. I'm not watching it.
It just the whole vista of his worlds that he creates are really, really nice. I think he can do something really, really cool with a war film, because Gladiator was technically a war film. In that first part, you get to see the war sequences. I'm really excited to see what he's going to do with this. But one thing that Ridley Scott is very guilty of, and also a lot of other directors are, that were from the old kind of cinema days of like the 70s and 80s, old in quotations. But a big thing those directors do now is they kind of shove a lot of CGI and a lot of things. They love their CGI. And something I really hope not in this World War II movie is a ton of CGI. I feel like that will derail this movie so fast.
Well, I mean, he was doing CGI back in the early 80s, man.
Well, he was one of the last guys to kind of convert over to it.
Well, no, he was one of the pioneers of it.
Well, I mean, he was doing what do you mean by the early versions of CGI? Like, what name something he did?
Blade Runner.
Well, that was all practical stuff. That was optical.
The city scenes, the giant billboards, the flying cars. I mean,
that was actual practical stuff. That was used from an optical printer, though.
Really?
Yeah, that's what makes it so impressive. Is that he did that all basically he had a computer-controlled camera.
Well, who directed Tron then?
Tron. I can't even remember his name.
Wasn't Tron the first movie you saw?
Tron was like the first one that used computer-generated imagery, kind of like that in a movie that's like that much. But Ridley Scott was one of the last directors for like modern CGI, like Jurassic Park-esque kind of CGI. He was one of the last guys to kind of convert over to it. Gladiator has a little bit of it, but he used it to kind of expand the world, and I really like that. But some things, get a little bit too crazy with it. And I hope that doesn't happen. But I'm excited to see it. Anything else you got to add?
Who directed the Exodus?
Exodus, this guy.
That's what I was thinking.
That
about.
did, yeah. He
wasn't that movie terrible?
I think it was bad. I never saw it, but it does have a lot of CGI in it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I hope it does not filled with just a bunch of pointless CGI. I hope he brings it kind of ground level to the practical stuff. But who knows, guys? If you have an opinion on this, comment on Facebook. I'd love to hear what you guys think. But moving on to
is that Akiva or Akira?
That's Akira.
It says Akiva. You wrote Akiva.
Oh, well, whatever.
The chicken that wrote that had a seizure like mid-word.
Okay, well, I'm the chicken that wrote that.
Yeah.
So I'm fine.
Poor epileptic chicken.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
but
okay.
Jordan Peele, the director of Get Out, and also the part of the comedy duo Key and Peele.
I just can't believe he's directing Akira. Jordan Peele is directing Akira.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Akira. Oh my gosh, that movie was amazing. And I bet you didn't watch it. You haven't seen it.
Well, for those that don't know,
look at you. I know you even watched it.
I didn't see Akira.
Oh man, it is blow your socks off amazing.
Well, I'll watch it, but for those that don't know, I'm not that big into anime. But
99% of it is pretty bad.
Well,
99.9%.
I don't know about all that. I know a lot of friends that are into it. I tried to sit down and watch the original Ghost in the Shell movie.
The horrible English voiceovers.
The horrible English voiceover one. I couldn't do it. I tried so hard to get into it. Couldn't get into Attack on Titan. Couldn't get into
what? That was
as
really
great as that show is. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into any of these things. They're just not my thing. But I do respect the art style. I respect it. The storylines are very strong.
What?
It's just not my thing. But what do you think about Jordan Peele possibly directing a remake of this, a live action?
I just I hope they get an all Japanese cast or Asian cast.
You know it's not going to happen though.
I don't want to see a little white kid named Akira.
Do you?
I don't want to see like Tetsuo and all this. You got Tetsuo's going to be like, I don't know, like Liam Hemsworth or.
Oh my goodness, that sounds terrible.
I don't want to see that.
That actually sounds really, really bad. But what is the main storyline of Akira?
Have you seen Chronicle?
Yeah.
It's Chronicle.
Oh, so it's Power Rangers.
No, it's not Power Rangers. It's like
the most modern one.
It's like a psychic battle.
Oh, really?
It's like
Does he find something?
No, okay. Akira is not hardly in the movie. He's at like the very. Can you do spoilers? Spoiler warning. So I don't want to ruin this movie.
Okay.
It's really good.
Okay. So if you haven't seen Akira, we're going to spoil a little bit for you right now. So what happens?
Okay. It's Japan, and they years ago they're experimenting on kids they thought had like psychic potential. One kid was like very just leaps and bounds grew, and then it got to where it was the theory that if you can use 100% of your brain power, you become pure energy. We became pure energy and just destroyed most of Tokyo, and they rebuilt it years later. These kids are still there, and they're given drugs, but it doesn't make them age. So they're old, little old, wrinkly looking children, and one guy feels bad for these kids and kidnaps one because the government's experimenting on. Kidnaps one, gets shot down by the police, and a biker gang, which biker gangs were supposed to be real big in the future. About hit him, he does a psychic blast, and it awakens one of the biker's psychic abilities, and he starts building up, and he's got Akira level powers, and the government steals him, and he's just building himself out of control, and he's just going around the city, just destroying the city, he's ripping apart tanks with his mind, like Dr. Manhattan kind of stuff.
So basically it's like a superhero movie then? It's
kind of like a superhero bunny, but nobody really stops him.
Okay.
It's kind of
so he just destroys everything in the end?
What happens is his friends trying to stop him, and most of the city ends up being destroyed again, and then he loses control, and of his body, because he gets where he's controlling cells in his body, and he just goes just growing out, and he's about to turn to pure energy. And the kids they're like, we got to find Akira, and they said the guy, the director says he's locked up. It turns out after he turned into energy, they got his body and dissected it, and then it turns out he was energy. So he comes back and just all the parts come together, and then he kind of helps sustain the blast, and it just turns out when they explode, they form other universes.
This sounds like an anime for sure.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. So I can't get into this kind of stuff.
Like
But
it makes a whole lot more sense if they give scientific explanations.
I imagine if I watched it, it would make more sense. But do you think Jordan Peele, the director of Get Out, which is a very small kind of contained film, can do something that kind of
I
big?
don't think so, man.
You don't think so?
This is like, I mean, this is big stuff. This is like maybe, I don't know, like Gareth Edwards big.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I think Gareth Edwards could actually do that thing justice. I mean, I think that's right up his alley.
Yeah.
I think he'd probably be a better choice than Jordan Peele.
Yeah.
I mean, Jordan Peele, from what I know, he's very good at like very small, contained stories. I mean, who knows? He could probably.
He's good at original stories, man.
Yeah, I would like to see him do some more original things like Get Out, because Get Out was great.
Because Get Out was his idea, and then he puts his idea on the screen.
Yeah.
Because a lot of directors, it's just like if you get somebody else's idea, making parts of it your own, and then re-releasing it.
It usually doesn't turn out that well.
But if you got something you wrote yourself, then your idea you hit 100% most times.
And I want to I want to see Jordan Peele do original things, like Get Out. I want to see another kind of Get Out thing from him. I don't want to see him take on. I don't want to become franchise man.
I want to see Keanu too.
Yeah, Keanu.
I want to see Keanu too.
Oh, he didn't direct that though.
No, he didn't direct it.
No, he didn't direct it.
I thought he wrote the story for it.
He did. Well, that's different than directing.
Oh, okay.
That's called what we call in filmmaking writing.
Oh, that's the unsung heroes.
The unsung heroes, yeah, and the unsung destroyers. Speaking about writers that might destroy things, the writer for the new Aquaman movie is writing a Creature from the Black Lagoon remake.
Why do we need that?
Chris Beall, this is the guy. So,
isn't that the movie the only movie that has not been remade?
What?
Of the
Creature of the Black Lagoon?
Yeah, the Universal Monsters is the only one that has not been remade.
I think so, but I don't think the Universal Monster movies are really turning out that well, are they?
Mm-mm.
I mean, just look at that. Look at that monster. To me, this is my opinion on this. This movie might be written really well, but just this movie is cheesy and it's not very good. Let's be honest. This movie is not good.
Pisces Sapien.
Yeah, but I mean, if we can make like a fun, kind of stupid, schlocky action summer movie with this.
Is it Itches the Sapien?
I don't know. Who cares about Creature from the Black Lagoon? Nobody cares about Creature from the Black Lagoon.
No, I don't.
But I mean, this guy does. I mean, he's just pointing to it like that. Look at that.
I'm not going to write this.
But I mean, look, if you guys can see this picture. This picture, look at this. I mean, look how cheesy and amazing this looks. This is classic B-movie stuff. And if they do it now, this is going to be like some CGI piece of,
Fishman.
Yeah, something. But it's not gonna have that same kind of low budget charm. It's gonna be like one of those things, and everyone's gonna be treated so seriously. Everyone's gonna have lofty dialogue. I hope they don't go that
Is there
route
mermaids in it? Like mermaids are gonna fight him?
I don't know, man. But in this new one, I swear, if they try to Christopher Nolanize this, it's gonna be so stupid. I feel like it's gonna bomb super hard, no matter who writes it. They can dig up Orson Welles from the grave and get him to write it. It's probably still not gonna be good. But yeah, I know.
Frankenwells. Then they make a movie about bringing him back.
Frankenwells.
Re-release that one. This is what I think is going to happen. It's like I think the Mummy's going to bomb. Mm-hmm. The Mummy is supposed to be their first footstone into their shared cinematic universe.
Yeah, I don't think
that doesn't look good.
And Tom Cruise is in it. He'll have some decent action scenes, but the movie's probably just gonna be like, ugh.
It looks boring.
Yeah.
Don't want to see that. I think they're doing Van Helsing. Don't want to see that either.
Didn't they do Frankenstein?
They're doing Frankenstein. Well, no, they didn't do Frankenstein. That was somebody else.
Oh, they did I Frankenstein, didn't they?
No, Frankenstein is actually public domain, so anybody can make a Frankenstein movie.
Oh, real?
Yeah.
Okay. Did not know that. I thought Aaron Eckhart was going to be our Frankenstein from now on.
Oh, no, the first movie is going to be The Mummy.
Oh, well, that looks like it's going to work out really well, I guess. But who knows, guys? If you have an opinion on any of these things we're talking about so far, especially this last one, because I want to see what you guys think, comment at facebook.com/studio67ncc. We'd love to hear your thoughts on this because, I don't think anybody cares about Creature from the Black Lagoon unless there might be like two guys that are like super hardcore into it. But
yeah, they got little models out there on the
the
Universal models.
Yeah, it's like this is like the original monster costume. This is the original eye that came off of this.
I got $50 on eBay. They're like, wow, really? Yeah, $50.
Yeah, I mean, that guy's got to pay his rent. The guy that made Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Yeah,
he's probably dead. But
they're all dead. That movie's dead now.
Well, speaking about different things that may or may not bomb, my favorite thing is Monsters. The graphic novel is being made into a film by director Sam Mendes, who directed American Beauty and some of the most recent James Bond films. He's planning on adapting this novel sometime in the next year or two. But Tyler, what do you think about this?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
You said Sam Mendes directed American Beauty.
Yes.
That was a good movie.
I really enjoyed American Beauty. American Beauty has a fantastic screenplay. But when about halfway through the editing process, Sam Mendes realized this is kind of a different movie. He changed the movie in the editing process, and it became a better film.
Oh,
and
gosh, yeah,
I believe he directed Spectre, which I wasn't too crazy about. But I think he directed Skyfall too. But yeah, Skyfall was one of my favorites, but Spectre wasn't as good. But Sam Mendes is a fantastic director. I love his directorial style.
What is my favorite thing is Monsters about?
My favorite thing is Monsters. I imagine about the girl that finds monsters and there's a bunch of monsters running around.
Oh, but is this the one where this monsters little kid goes live?
I don't know if you ever read it, but the
no.
art style looks really, really interesting.
I'm thinking about what the wild things are. Never mind.
Yeah,
that's already been done.
But I mean, the way who knows? This is probably gonna be good. I mean, Sam Mendes' directorial style with a graphic novel of this kind of nature. I don't
even know what the nature is. I've never seen it. I've never read it.
I've never read it either. But
I thought that said Ferris Bueller for a second.
No, Emil Ferris, whatever that is. But I mean, I think Sam Mendes can really kind of bring kind of a grounded, kind of really interesting concept to this, because the way he treated James Bond, with just kind of that kind of the dark kind of past with this. I feel like he can also kind of branch out a little bit and do something a little bit more fun, because he tends to do more kind of serious films.
Is this a fun story?
This is a fun story.
What's the story about?
It's monsters.
Oh, really? I don't think either one of us know what we're talking about right now.
No, but I mean, it's news.
Yeah.
So
let's just go to the next topic, because we have no idea what we're talking about.
Okay.
Let's talk about. Let's take our break.
Okay, you want to take our break?
Let's take our break.
Guys, if you have any opinions of this, if you've read my favorite thing is Monsters, we can please comment at Facebook.com.
Please tell us what it's about.
Please tell us what it's about. I tried to read a little short synopsis, and that's basically what it is. It's about a girl who finds monsters and monsters running around. I don't know how Sam Mendes is going to direct that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
but, guys, if you have any opinions on this, comment at facebook.com/Studio67NCC. Please let us know your thoughts. We're going to take a real quick break. We have a special guest coming on. We're going to be talking about best and worst anime films. Stay with us. Big Bang Cinema will be right back.
Hey, sports fans, we'll remind you guys to tune in every Friday at 3:30 p.m. with Sports with Lou on WNIA Big Bang Radio. Sports with Lou. We'll be breaking down all professional sport events and all your local high school sport events going around the tri-area. Don't forget, tune in every Friday, 3:30 p.m. And if we go into overtime, everybody's a winner with Sports with Lou. 3:30 p.m. WNIA Big Bang Radio. Ready, set, hey!
DJ Twiz on the beat, fool.
What's up? It's DJ Twiz. Be sure to tune in with me every Tuesday at 2 p.m. on WNIA 89.1 FM to catch all your urban music, news, fashion news, and sports every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Make sure you tune in, because it will be lit.
Weedity-wada, weedity-woo. Weedity-wada-woo. Hello, my name is Stuart the Nighthawk Hawkins, and I'm a DJ here at Nash Community College's Big Bang Radio. So tune in Mondays and Thursdays from 8 to 10 for the wind down. Smooth jazz geared to help you relax from your busy day.
Did you know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
Wow, doesn't Nash look great? Hey guys, welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
And I'm Tyler, and this is our buddy Fable.
Yeah, we got a special guest right here. He's a local rapper and co-host of Midnight Alumni, Fable.
And a connoisseur of anime.
Very profound connoisseur of anime. Not an expert just yet. I have a lot more to learn, but yeah, man, I really indulge.
Yeah.
And he said some words of wisdom today too. You never know how much you really know until you start talking about it.
Exactly. Yeah, he's got the most amazing hat.
Yeah.
Well, I had to go and fight and save a lot of lives in another realm today before I came in, so.
Absolutely. You do look like a Raiden a little bit.
Hear that a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Except just put the exposure down just a little bit. Then you're Raiden.
Yeah, it can be rather shocking sometimes, but that's neither here nor there.
Okay, so right now we're going to do our weekly segment, which is best and worst anime films. What'd you say?
That's right.
I said those were
Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat was definitely terrible.
They were terrible movies.
That wasn't. Yeah, it's not anime though, so we don't talk about it.
No, we didn't get movies. We talked about them last week.
So,
before last.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
So, starting with you, Fable, what is one of your favorite anime films?
One of my favorite anime films of all time is Akira.
Oh, okay.
I thought you got to pronounce it the right way if you're going to say it.
Akira.
And because, as Tyler explained earlier, it's just the story is extremely, extremely, extremely complex, and it's very. I don't want Jordan Peele directing it.
I don't think anybody
I have
does.
a strong feeling of doubt when it comes to him being like in the lead of taking over of that film, and I just don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
It's way too much going on for him, just him. Like you say, he's better at original films than to just do something that complex.
I mean, this is like mega cyberpunk, future punk, dystopian.
It's too much.
Like,
I don't know if he's ready for the big scale stuff. I think he needs to stay on small scale.
I mean,
this is more big budget scale stuff, like Gareth Edwards.
I mean, this has got to be like $100 million plus budget just to get this thing going.
Yeah, exactly. And it needs to be done right, because if it's not, I don't think it's ever going to get off the ground
I
again.
think that personally his main reason for even wanting to step up to the bat was because I would assume that he's a fan of it.
Mm-hmm.
From what I know of Jordan Peele, he's like very intuitive when it comes to anime films or just things of that nature.
I mean, that's most anime fans' first anime movie.
Right, exactly. But that would I stumbled across Akira when I was like looking up some stuff on Dish Network one day, and it was on HBO.
Yeah, that HBO, the bringer of anime.
Yeah, and that's when it came. And I fell in love instantly. It's a cult classic, and I feel like if someone were to do it, it'd have to be somebody to ever direct it. No, you can't do it. It's no live
action. I would say Ridley Scott could have done it. The guy
Ridley
did
Scott
Blade
could
Runner,
do something cool with it. Yeah.
Blade Runner, the Blade Runner
I
guy.
can see that. And be CGI stuff.
It could be decent. It'd be a lot better than if Jordan Peele were to direct it.
Yeah. Again, I think Jordan Peele could be cool. Original ideas. I don't want to see him do that. That's more of a, it's more of the Ridley kind of Scott thing or the Gareth Edwards thing. But I'm gonna go next. I'm not huge into anime, but one film I am a little bit familiar with is this movie called Spirited Away. And Spirited Away is directed by Hayao Miyazaki. Yeah, who's one of the greatest anime scribes of all time.
He's the Japanese Walt Disney.
Yeah, I mean, this was released by Walt Disney, actually.
Perfect.
Yeah,
that was perfect.
He really is. I mean, and this was released by Disney too. And this is technically it is a Disney film.
It's a Disney U.S. release.
And it's about this 10-year-old girl, and from basically what I know about it, it's been a while since I've seen it.
Yeah.
But just kind of her parents get turned into pigs, I think.
A spirit curse.
Spirit curse, yeah. Mm-hmm. And she stumbles upon an abandoned amusement park or something. Yeah. Am I right on that? But from what I remember, like it's been so long since I've seen the film, but the movie is very well done. It's very well written. It's just not really my thing as far as like style goes. I respect it, and if you want to see a great anime film that also has a really, really strong story, really strong art style, watch Spirited Away and check out
the companion to that would be Howl's Moving Castle.
Oh yeah, that's another one. I've never seen that one.
It's the same director, man.
Yeah, because he's really in tune with like human interaction and like just realism. So that's why like something like that is more so focused around like a supernatural fictional landscape, but it also involves like realistic human interaction and emotion.
And it's a way to like show like traditional like Japanese culture, but push it to like a more international audience.
Right. Yeah, I think that's a good way for like guys like me. The movies like Akira and Spirited Away. Yeah, I know. I said it right this time.
You did say it right.
I said it right this time. Woo! Let's give me a correct chime. There we go.
That's the one.
Okay, but I think that's a good way to kind of get guys like me that aren't really into this kind of thing into it. But I mean, Spirited Away, Akira, two good films. But what's another good one, Tyler?
Well, Isaac told me to say Ghost in the Shell 1995 because that movie just came out, remade.
Well, you told me that yesterday. You liked it.
Yeah, I said it was all right.
Okay, but that's one we have. So tell us a little bit about it.
It's just like the movie that just came out, but different. It's about in the future, like I think it's like 2030 or 2029 or something. Most people got cybernetic implants, and there's a guy named the first was a division studied by the government's police force, and they monitor. It's called Section 9. They go after like terrorists who like abuse stuff like this. And there was a hacker named the Puppet Master, and he's been he can hack into people's cybernetic parts of their brain and like rewrite their memories and just change who they are, just to do needs the stuff he wants them to do. They think it's their own ideas, and they finally track him down and stuff. And she's got a cybernetic brain inside of a full cyborg body, and parts of her brain is cybernetic, so she's just like on the verge of just being a complete robot.
Oh,
and
sounds like anime.
Yeah, it turns out the Puppet Master was never even a person to start with. It was just a program the government was using to like hack into like people's bodies that had like foreign officials.
That's way more interesting what they did in the movie.
But it goes rogue, and it's like because it's like it acknowledges its own existence, and it wants to like change because it's not able to change itself, and it thinks for it to change, that's how life evolves. So it's trying to find the perfect host to like fuse with and become a new organism.
Oh, so the most interesting part about that is that Brian Eno and U2 did a song on the album. So that's probably the most interesting part to me because I tried to watch this film, I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, horrible voice acting in the original.
They were going like this.
Oh my goodness, it's so tough.
I read that. Yeah.
It's like the fledgling animation student, like they're just like
it was like the barely moving the mouth, and it's like, wow, me and her, like we're gonna go find these things now.
Yeah, the voice didn't match up with like the mouth.
I could just see them in the sound booth. It's
the
like,
girl's
where's my
completely emotionless. Like it's like you tell she's just reading off the script.
Yeah. Oh, that's a lot like the movie that I just saw this week.
Yeah.
But so we talked about some great ones. But there has been some really bad ones. Most of them have been made into live action. So Fable. So you got one specific you want to talk about?
Yeah.
Which one you talking about?
I was supposed to say Attack on Titan here on the little board here, a real nice board.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know they made an Attack on Titan movie.
Yeah, that's how bad it was.
But,
wow.
The Dragon Ball Z. Yeah.
The series itself is amazing, but I did not know they made a film.
Yeah.
Oh, it's atrocious, man. They made it into a comedy.
Dragon Ball Evolution,
yeah,
I think is what they called it.
Oh gosh. Oh, there's Attack on Titan. There's the movie right
there.
We'll
talk about that in a little bit. Yeah.
There's a poster right behind you if you want to see it.
Yeah. I don't even want to waste the energy to invest in trying to look at it.
Yeah.
It's one of those films where like it just makes the 6-year-old you cry on the inside.
It does.
Talking about Dragon Ball.
Just cry. We're definitely talking about Dragon Ball.
Oh man, Dragon Ball was. Oh. Well, Attack on Titan's right behind you.
Yeah, we got to focus on Dragon Ball, Tyler.
Oh, focus on Dragon Ball. Yeah, it was pretty bad. They got an entire white cast.
Pretty bad.
There they are. Look, that 2, 3, and then like the lead actors.
Oh yeah,
white.
The lead actor's white. Well,
oh look at that, Master Roshi is Chow Yun Fat too.
He's got like a
shell.
Yeah. Look at that amazing shirt he's got.
And he wasn't even pervy in this either.
Yeah. But pull up. I have a picture from this film that I got right here, just to show you.
With Goku and Piccolo?
Yeah, Goku and Piccolo.
Oh,
look at that! Who thought that was a good idea?
I'm really stressed right now. I think
wait, is that the Martian Manhunter? Wait, what's going on?
It looks like it, man.
Right.
Look, where's this little slug tentacle thing?
There's no antenna.
No antenna.
This looks so stupid.
And it's supposed to be King Piccolo, and they made him Piccolo.
Yeah, it's stupid. But
he didn't even throw the egg out when he died either. You know.
Yeah.
It was just.
But yeah, you got anything else to say about Dragon Ball?
It's best forgotten. That's all I can say.
Exactly,
best forgotten.
Exactly.
Okay, so again, we switched these around a little bit because I have it written right here. But I'm gonna say Attack on Titan is not very good. This is a fantastic anime series. It was fantasy. Just started the second season, from what I imagine. From the story, from what I've seen and everything, again, not my thing, but the story of the anime in itself is really, really interesting. It's basically these giant humanoid Titan things fighting against these guys that protect on this wall, and there's cool characters, good action. But this movie I heard was just absolutely awful.
Well, you didn't even say the main part of the whole story, man.
What's the main part?
The guy could turn into one of them.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Blow your mind because you didn't even watch the series.
I didn't watch the series. I'm saying this movie's bad.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen of this movie, I couldn't even finish the movie.
There are a lot of storylines that were destroyed, and instead of having like an international cast, they got all Japanese actors. So you got all these Japanese actors.
Hey, so you can't say it's whitewashed this time. So that's not the problem.
But you would think that with a series like Attack on Titan that someone could do that like justice.
Yeah, it seems like it would be pretty straightforward to do.
The girl with the scarf her main storyline is she's like the last Asian girl left.
For real?
So she's supposed to be the last one left, where everybody else is. It's supposed to be like Central Germany almost.
Yeah.
They're all got German names. Like that guy's name is Aaron Yeager. Aaron Yeager.
That sounds stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, Attack on Titan series, great movie, not so much. The Titans look terrible. But
that was terrible.
Yeah, Tyler, what do you guys say as far as worst?
I would have to say Speed Racer.
Speed Racer. The Wachowskis?
The Wachowskis,
Yeah.
man.
I know you always said Wachowski, but what? Tell people about this movie specifically, about what the Wachowskis gave to it that made it bad.
It's a guy sitting in the chair in front of a green screen.
It's like Robert Rodriguez films?
Yeah, it's pretty much.
It is, like, this movie is green screen the movie. It's like, this is very stylistic. I gotta say, I didn't completely hate this film. I think our main executive producer right here, Andrew Small, said the same thing. He didn't completely hate this film. It's not a great film to me. I thought it was, very stylistic. I thought it was sort of fun. I got what they were trying to do with it. I haven't seen it in a long time. I know John Goodman was in it.
Yeah,
John Goodman was in it?
John Goodman, he was his dad.
Yeah, but I mean, the style was like really interesting and unique.
And Racer X was in it too.
Granted, they could have done a lot better, but the Wachowskis do something really cool with style. But what do you guys say about this?
Okay, well, I could just imagine them going to Japan. First they go to like Warner Brothers. Was it Warner Brothers or?
I think it was Warner Brothers. They do a lot of stuff with Warner Brothers.
Yeah, it was Warner Brothers, and they just go to a board meeting and be like, "This is the future, Speed Racer movie," and they just talk them into it, and they give them a huge budget, and they go all to Japan like, "We got to get them to sell the rights." So they spend all this cash to buy the rights. They get the movie, and they just destroy source material.
They do.
Just whitewash it, and then the movie flops, and Warner Brothers is like, "We spent all that movie, and we destroyed Japanese."
We spent all that movie.
We spent
all that movie.
We spent all that movie.
Spent all that movie just to make money.
And then they're upset because they just destroyed Japanese-American relations for that film.
Oh yeah, but
I kicked off. That could have kicked off World War III right there.
Okay, well, we talked about some good and bad ones. Now, real quick. So we got some ones that we think could be made into really good films.
Yeah.
Fable, what's a good one that you think could be made into film?
I think Bleach would be really well.
They are doing it. It's on the way.
But see, look, I'm not really attracted to the idea of any anime being turned into live action. I don't think anyone is because of like the previous things that they've shown us before. Like we've already seen it plenty of times before, and no one has seemed to quite got an anime film right, like a live action anime film anyway. But Bleach, I feel like it doesn't. It's not as aesthetically convex as like a Naruto film would be, or like a Dragon Ball Z film would be. Like these films involve a whole lot more. Like a budget have to be way higher than what it would involve for Bleach to be pulled off. I feel like.
Yeah, but yeah, that is really good. I heard Bleach is great.
Because all you do is you're involved in like hollows and spirits and things of that nature. And we've seen that same kind of idea being done in
I'd love to see an
giant swords, right?
Giant swords.
I'd love to see like an actual anime because it seems like you said, live action anime doesn't usually work.
Yeah.
So I'd love to see an anime.
Kitchen movies were good. The ones in Japan.
That sounds great. I was thinking that one too. That was one of my picks.
Yeah, that actually did. They were really good.
Yeah. But one anime that I know is great. I've seen little clips of it here and there. I couldn't really get into it. Was Cowboy Bebop.
How did he not get a Cowboy Bebop, man? That is like everybody's first series.
Yeah, exactly. That's like the threshold into the anime.
I'm not in the anime. I just can't do it.
Shout out to Toonami.
Yeah.
Raising us right.
Yeah, for sure. That station on the television.
And it's got like one of the best opening sequences ever made.
That music is fantastic.
Legendary.
I love the jazz kind of music with it. But I think you can do something really cool. I know there was a rumor back in the day, like about 15, 16 years ago, that Keanu Reeves was supposed to be in a movie of Cowboy Bebop, but it just kind of fell apart. Yeah, it would have been cool. I can see him in that, but it was a missed opportunity. I don't know if they could do this today, but if you had to make one, if I had to pick one out of a bunch, I'd probably pick that one. But Tyler, why don't you finish it up? What's a cool anime can be turned into a movie?
I would say Soul Eater, but get Tim Burton to make it.
I was thinking the exact same thing. That's perfect. Yeah, Tim Burton is the perfect person for that film.
Yep. I think Tim Burton has a really style that's kind of like this, right?
I mean, if you watch it, it's got like you tell his influence from his movies make it into the show.
Yeah.
And Twin Peaks. You know the little red guy? That's from Twin Peaks, the man from another place.
So I mean, like his influence, like how cool would it be? Like the creators of the show love him so much, and he gets to direct that movie.
Yeah.
It's only right. There's no one else who can pull Soul Eater off. No one else.
But, guys, that's our opinion on things right now. If you have any opinions on this whatsoever, please leave us a comment at facebook.com/studio67ncc. We would love to hear what you guys say about any of this stuff, especially me, because I don't know anything about anime. But Fable Man, thanks for coming on the show.
No problem,
please come back.
Anime is for the kids.
Anime is for the kids. For the adults, too, from what I know.
Live action is for no one.
Yeah. Okay, but guys, thank you so much for watching so far. What did you say?
He got it. Well, thank you for tuning in, and we're gonna take a quick break, and when we get back,
a quick break.
A quick break.
We're gonna take a quick break.
I'm laughing to try to talk a laugh. A quick break. And when we get back, we're going to review our movie, Ghost in the Shell, the remake, starring Scarlett Johansson.
All right, we'll be back, guys. Big Bang Cinema will be back.
Hey, this is Mike D, inviting you to join me for Ultimate Alternative, Fridays at 2 on Big Bang Radio, or anytime on the Ultimate Alternative Podcast.
Come with me now.
Join Nash Community College Saturday, April 29th for the second annual Blue Fest. This day-long event includes the third annual Run for Knowledge, an inaugural disc golf tournament, and fun-filled events on Nash Community College's beautiful campus, including music, food, electric climb pole climb, craft beer and gourmet pizza sampling, hands-on activities, and more. See demonstrations of advanced manufacturing, beekeeping, first responders, culinary arts. Join us April 29th for a celebration of education and free family fun.
If they did a live...
Hey guys, welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
I can't believe we're already back.
Yeah, we said 15 seconds. We meant 50 seconds. I hit that leg like a champ.
Yes, you did.
Yes, I did. I'm hit it one...
Like a drum set.
Like a drum set. Like a really hairy, thick, white drum set.
Yeah, it was solid muscle too.
Speaking about a big, white, hairy mess, we're going to review Ghost in the Shell now.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, so Ghost in the Shell, for those who don't know, is based on the 1995 anime film of the same name. Basically the same premise. This one's
not the same premise.
It's similar, I guess.
Yeah, not the same premise.
Yeah, so this one stars Scarlett Johansson as Major.
Mitoko Kusanagi.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, excuse me, Killian. Excuse me, they changed it to Killian because she's not Japanese in this.
Yeah, that's a real subtle metaphor. She kills people in Killian. But basically, it's a human brain that's been put in Scarlett Johansson's robot body. She fights people, and I'm trying my best to, because you'll hear my review in a minute. And she has people that she works for, I think, and she figures out that something's wrong. Spoiler alert! I don't like. It's not really spoiler alert for the movie, but for my review, oh my goodness, what in the world happened in this movie? I don't know any. Like, I was literally sitting in the theater like this, like. What is happening? Who is that? What is she doing? Why is she doing this? What? But Tyler, before I get into my kind of thoughts, what are you doing?
That's all fly behind me.
No, that's an explosion.
Oh, no, there it is.
That's called a mouse.
That's a mouse. Never mind. I can see the corner of my eye.
Okay. No, that's called a mouse. It's different. It's a different animal.
Okay. Something else I got to squash.
Okay. Okay. So, what do you got to think about the Ghost in the Shell movie?
Okay. Well, first of all, they destroyed source material.
Destroyed source material.
Destroyed it, and then like they whitewashed it. Except Bato. Bato, I think, was a white guy in the anime. It's French. Bato.
Bato. He's the guy with the tactical eyes, right?
Yeah. He's got the two cylinders sticking out of his head.
No, then you make him sound like that.
No, it's like this.
Yeah. Well,
like you were Bender from Futurama.
Yeah, it's like
he's
that.
there. It's coming out. And
I like those things. So it's cool.
Yeah, it was complete. But he's also Cyborg, and I've already talked about this beforehand for our best movie review for with Fable was up here. Mm-hmm. But this movie it broke source material. They mushed together the TV show and put it mushed together with the movie. They brought a villain that guy wasn't really a villain from the TV show. Kuze. They put Kuze. Yeah, the original movie, it was about artificial intelligence. And then they had the geisha robots, all that stuff.
Geisha robots in the original one?
They were in the TV show.
Oh. So, I mean, that was cool. But I'm going to judge this as just a movie, not necessarily from what the anime was. Yeah. So, first off, let's talk about Scarlett Johansson for a minute.
Mitoko Kusanagi.
Yeah. As far as her character goes, I think, what was her job? Like, what?
Counterterrorism.
But like, was she?
They say
she's counterterrorism. But like I know they're part of the government. But like, is she also like a detective because she like involves crimes for other things too? Like,
yeah, but it's got to be anything that deals with the cybernetics.
But it's more than that. No, she deals with other stuff too. Like they never explain. They never say that in this movie, do they? They say that in the anime. They never say that in the original movie.
I think they do say at some point in the movie.
They probably say it like in a passing part of dialogue, but
she explains Section 9 to the cop.
I know Section 9 is part of the government, but like, is she like it's not very clear. She's like a police officer or like what?
She's a counterterrorism agent.
I know, but like what counterterrorism? Like, is that what branch of the government is that?
The Japanese government.
But like counterterrorism, like is she a part of the police force?
It's the police force.
But they never say that in the movie.
Because it's Section 9. It's like it's not the police force, but it's not the it's.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's called Section 9, man. In Japan, all the stuff is like in sections, man. Instead of like here we got police force.
But that confused me. First off, like they never kind of like. They never explain exactly what it is to me.
Because you got to go in detail with Isaac.
Well, I mean, I didn't know, so I'm the whole time just like, well, what is she doing now? I get she's part of this government-run thing, and she's supposed to fight terrorism, but like, is she like a detective in this?
You thought about that way too much.
Well, because I was so confused what was going on. Yeah. But also, I know like this movie. This is probably the biggest point for this movie. This movie reminded me a lot of The Phantom Menace. Or any movie directed by George Lucas, really, in the sense of this movie looked like the direction was like so flat, and the characters look so bored, all the actors look bored. All the scenes take place like this. I'm gonna go look for this thing now. Okay. Oh, look, now there's this thing. All right, and all the action scenes do this too. Like this is what their faces look like. We're running.
Well, they're cyborgs.
I get that, but like. You know, she has a human brain. She has emotions. Like in the anime, she has emotion.
Half her brain is gone, and she had very little emotion. She complains about
But even the human characters, like even the all human guy in there, doesn't have any emotion to him. He reads his lines so flat, and it's just it looks like a movie directed by George Lucas. Everybody's a poker face git.
It's like beautiful visuals, and it's just
exactly. And it's like they focus so much on the effects, and I think that's the big downfall of this film, is that. That this film, I think the director probably saw the anime. He's like, oh, I can make that into like a cool shot where I can make this guy get shot and we fall down and like the water comes up and like the water flashes in the camera. We can make the futuristic Japan thing. We can do something really cool with it. But I think he didn't really grasp onto what made that story great and what people really responded with the story. And I think that's really where the downfall of this movie goes.
I heard he didn't read it or watch it when he did it.
Really? I think he did. I think he's a big fan of it. But
it looks like he didn't.
Also, there's this Japanese guy in here. I forgot what the actor's name is, but it's Beat.
Beat.
Is that the actor's name?
His name's Beat.
His name's Beat. Who is that guy?
He's the director.
But they never said no. The other guy was the director. Like, and they never say it.
The guy with the crazy hair.
The guy with the crazy hair. Yeah.
He's the director.
But like, he doesn't have any control over everything. They never explain that.
Because the guy who was the head of him.
But like they say, I thought that guy was in charge, but now this guy's sitting over here, he's speaking Japanese, and people are responding to him in English, and it was just really weird. Yeah. And all of a sudden now everyone's listening to him, and I was so confused. And here, you might think maybe I just didn't catch on to this, maybe I'm not into this. So I asked a few people coming out of the theater, I'm like, did this make sense to you? And every single person I asked said, no, I don't know what happened in this movie. Like, nobody can answer any of these questions like, what was her job? What did she do? I think most of the people that really like this movie probably saw this movie and are putting the knowledge to it. Trying to say, because the scenes kind of felt like, oh, you already know all this stuff, so we don't have to explain it. And that was a big problem for me in this movie because I didn't know anything that was going to go on. And everything was just like, it was just put in there just kind of like, this is from the anime, you know this scene. You know this scene. But yeah, this also, real quick before we end up in this review, there is a scene in this movie. This isn't really a spoiler, but put the spoiler banner up just in case people don't want to hear this scene. There's a scene in this movie with a Japanese lady. Since we have the spoiler banner up, for those that seen the anime or this film, know that this girl, Scarlett Johansson, is playing is actually used to be another girl that her brain's been put in there, and they basically kidnapped her and took her life away. And
Which that wasn't the original story.
But it's not?
No.
But it's in this movie. But this one has that kind of storyline, and she goes to what is her actual mother, like the mother of the brain.
Like, you remember because they found out who she is. Some terrorist did it too, or something.
I don't know. Again, I don't know what happened in this movie. It's so confusing to me. But she goes to this woman's house that's supposed to be her actual mother, for like that had her daughter's brain in her head or something, I think. And this woman, the actress, very obviously couldn't speak English. And they picked a woman that spoke fluent Japanese, and they made that woman speak English, and it was hard to watch. It was cringeworthy. It was the equivalent of me saying, "All right, you're gonna go speak German." I'm like, "Guten Tag, Moshi, like it's gonna sound terrible." And it was like it sounded so bad, and it looked like that woman, like in between takes in Japanese, would be like, "I don't know how to say any of this stuff. Can I just speak Japanese?" It was hard to watch, but
which is no good.
Milk at the days.
Nicht good.
Okay, but Tyler. What's your final thoughts about this movie?
Well, I don't like the fact that it was whitewashed in it.
Oh,
see, Bato, I think Bato was a white guy in the original.
Yeah.
So I mean, when you get far, because the source material is what, like you said, is what made it great. And when you step away from what made the source material so great, so for the source material itself, you lose your fan base.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people like I guarantee you. I mean, I think they made an announcement that casting her was a mistake.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, they announced it was casting her was a mistake. I mean, you had people that like boycotted this movie because they didn't want to see this.
Oh wow!
For white casting a Japanese actor.
I just wanted to see it because it's not a very good movie.
And it was. I mean, it got confusing about the whole network with the people linked together. I mean, that was not in that at all. I mean, and then it was
confusing.
Like the mash. I mean, the really cool thing about the original was about the whole AI. You're like a whole separate being that that was just like beyond what a human could possibly do.
Yeah.
And then you just make it Michael Pitt.
Yeah. Okay. But overall, what do you give this movie?
Like a 5.8 out of 10.
5.8 out of 10. You always do this weird ratios. 5.7.5 out of 10, 5.595.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to give this movie a 4 out of 10. The visuals are really nice, but the story and the direction was just so poor. But guys, if you have any opinions on this, go to facebook.com/Studio67NCC. We'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Please leave a comment. But we're going to take a real quick break. When we come back, some throwback facts about the original Ghost in the Shell from '95.
And let me go Google.
All right.
Hey, sports fans, we'll remind you guys to tune in every Friday at 3:30 p.m. with Sports with Lou on WNIA Big Bang Radio. Sports with Lou. We'll be breaking down all professional sport events and all your local high school sport events going around the Tri-Area. Don't forget, tune in every Friday, 3:30 p.m. And if we go into overtime, everybody's a winner with Sports with Lou. 3:30 p.m. WNIA Big Bang Radio. Ready, set, hey!
We did it wada, we did it woo. We did it wada woo. Hello, my name is Stuart the Nighthawk Hawkins, and I'm a DJ here at Nash Community College's Big Bang Radio. So tune in Mondays and Thursdays from 8 to 10 for the wind down. Smooth jazz geared to help you relax from your busy day.
Did you know Nash Community College offers 12 degree programs entirely online? Are you interested in information technology? Explore information technology systems, network management, systems security, healthcare informatics, or web design and administration. These 2-year programs are only a few of the online associate degrees offered through Nash Online. Students receive the same quality instruction and resources as on-campus students without ever stepping foot on Nash's campus. Learn more about Nash Online today at online.nashcc.edu.
Hey guys, welcome back to Big Bang Cinema. My name is Isaac Anderson.
And I need no introduction.
Who are you?
Oh, you know me. Well, it's just like that, like the
What's your name?
Oh,
your name is? Your name
is what?
Your
My
name
name
is
is who?
Tyler.
Yeah.
Okay, but guys, we're gonna have a little bit of a movie throwback review. And what movie are we throwback reviewing?
1995, Ghost in the Shell.
All right, give us some throwback facts, Tyler. What do you got to say about this?
Well, in the entire movie, she doesn't blink.
For real?
Yeah, he tried to make it like she's cybernetic body, so she really doesn't need to blink. So he made it like it was like a doll. So she usually seemed like a doll in the whole film.
Oh,
it was the first Japanese anime to be released in all five Western countries that get released all at the same time. And it was a lot of more. Another interesting fact about it, the AI program in there, Project 120. Do you remember the name of it? 120.15? Something like that.
Here comes the phones out, yeah.
Yeah, it was the AI program, because it was like giving all these weird quotes, and they're all parts from the Bible.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because it was like, I'm alive, I'm living. And it was animated, not live action like this.
Well, thanks for that helpful information, Tyler.
And that's all the facts I could dig up about this movie.
Dang, really, man, you got to find more facts about this.
I know. I could everything that popped up there.
What did you say about the voice actors before the show about it?
The voice actors?
The voice actors, yeah. Like the voice actors from there, and then I thought you said that someone came out and said it was terrible or something.
I said it was terrible, the voice acting.
I thought you said someone else said that.
Everybody, I mean, it's a common knowledge that the voice acting in the original 1995 English version was terrible.
It was not very good.
They just read right off the script.
Yeah, they kind of did. But yeah, so you literally have no more facts about this.
No more facts. I cannot find anything on this. I'm not lying. It's a Japanese movie come out in 1995. I can't hardly find any facts on it.
Who directed it?
Watanabe?
Let's look. Director Mamoru Oshii.
Oshii, yeah.
Do you know any of his other work, Tyler?
The sequel to this.
Oh, did he direct that?
Yeah, he directed the sequel.
Oh, no way.
And I think he was a producer for the TV show.
Okay, so what is some stuff that in this movie that differed from this one?
Where do I start? First of all, she's Asian. She's Japanese.
Okay.
And you didn't get her whole backstory. You just know that she's a robot in the body. Mm-hmm. Brain
Which
and
they
robot
call the
body.
shell.
Yeah, the shell, and then the consciousness behind it they call the ghost, and that's like the human part of it. Mm-hmm. And they can and then Kuze, the terrorist from the film, is not in this because he was from the TV show. It was the AI program was the one they were trying to capture, and he was the puppet master. And then the geishas weren't in it. The whole robot geishas, that was another episode from the TV about assassin geishas and. A lot of different. They didn't have the whole thing about her finding her mother. You don't even know who her mother was. I mean, it's like a whole bunch of movies and TV shows. You don't even know who her mother was.
Oh, wow.
You just know that she was in a plane crash and her brain's in the body, and that was like TV show. You found out. So not a lot of her. Nobody's backstories in any of this. And there's Bato, I don't know, Bato is pretty much the same. Bato actually goes and says it at the end with a big gun. He goes, so what is that? He goes, it's the standard issue giant gun. It's like boom, boom like that. And it was like, because these cyborgs can carry, and it was like a 15-foot cannon. He's going, blows it apart. And she was, when the whole scenes where she's jumping off invisible, she was naked in it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it shows like butt naked, just like jumping down the side of the building and turning invisible.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's one thing they kind of changed from the intro to the other Ghost in the Shell. You don't see certain things that you see in the animated one.
You just see it's like a doll, yeah.
Okay. But guys, thank you so much for watching the show. We really do appreciate it. Next week, looks like I think Tyler and I are going to see two different movies, aren't we?
I don't want to see either one of them. That's the problem.
Okay. So we're gonna. There's two movies coming out this weekend, and that's The Smurfs, The Lost Village, I think. Yeah, that movie. The Smurfs, The Lost Village, and a movie called Going Out in Style, which I don't have a picture of. But it's a movie with Michael Caine, Morgan Freeman, and it's directed by Zach Braff. So leave a comment of which movie you think each one of us should see, and we'll review that movie next week.
And I'll see neither.
But who knows? We might enjoy it. Who knows? I think Going Out in Style will be better than Smurfs.
I did not like the first two Smurfs, so I don't know.
I never watched them. I watched part of the Neil Patrick Harris one.
I saw the one where they were like animated and like jumping around in the forest in the 80s, and that's about all I kind of stuck to.
Yeah, but a little tease for next week.
La 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 la.
But a little tease for next week. I think next week we might have a little bit of a special segment.
Wait,
where
I think I am going to see this. This one about the 7, right? Where somebody's killing the Smurfs.
I don't know.
And they die in each like original, like one of the 7 deadly sins.
I
think.
Oh, is this like 7?
I think this is what it's about. The 7 dead Smurfs, and at the end they found the box and whatever. So I'm definitely gonna watch this one. It turns out it was Jokey Smurf. It was all a prank.
It was all Kevin Spacey Smurf.
Yeah, Kevin Spacey Smurf.
But guys, leave a comment, and who knows, whatever you leave a comment on, if you even leave a comment, or even if you don't, we're going to go see one of these movies. One of us is going to go see one of us is going to go see the other one. But guys, that's the show this week. We're going to have a lot of fun things coming up next week.
Oh, yeah.
And a fun segment involving the Smurfs movie where our pretentious film critic, Hans, is going to be watching this movie. And you'll
Hans
see him.
Zimmer.
No.
Hans Gruber.
His name's Hans Barone.
Oh, not Hans Gruber.
He's not here yet, but he's going to go see it this week. He's going to have a cool segment.
Hans Gruber.
But guys, look forward to that.
Is
Please
he
come
German?
Back. Maybe. But guys, we'll see you next week. My name is Isaac Anderson.
And I am Tyler.
Stay lovely, guys.